There we go. Okay, it'll just start in a weird space. So a couple things I want to try to address is the EMS Expo presentations. So I have East Bay as one of the presenters. I have Rick from Denton as another presenter. And then I had Shannon, so I see Melissa's on, as the third presenter. So you guys, as you are creating your projects, you should be well into your slides. And here's where it gets kind of murky. I'm not going to set a deadline for you because I won't be here to review that deadline. So you should be well underway with those. I would anticipate just staying the course at Expo. I will be at Expo. I just won't be representing MCRH. So I will come and support and sit in on the session, and I look forward to that. So with that, I'm going to open the floor for questions about EMS Expo. Is there something I am not addressing there that you have questions about?
Yeah, Andrew, who's gonna I guess spearhead? I mean, we've got three people that are gonna present, but who's gonna actually be the, I guess, moderator or spearhead the three of us? I mean, we're just gonna show up and then how's it gonna go from there? The other thing is like I talked to you yesterday, at this point, I looks like Johnny's connecting right now. I'll wait till he comes
Good.
on. I talked to Johnny, and Johnny, now that you're on, good morning. And I still have not heard back from Image Trend on setting up some of the stuff that we needed to set up for that. So
Yeah.
kind of in limbo there. So, but again, I mean, I'm not sure what's going to happen at Expo with the three of us that are supposed to present.
Yeah.
If it's three of us get together and figure out how we're going to do it, or maybe have a meeting before then or something.
I don't I don't know that you can make a supplemental question mandatory and then it'll pull in for, I talked to Image Trend about this on Monday. Making it mandatory for you because you're a state user makes it mandatory for everyone in the state.
Mm.
But I can't get that supplemental question to work properly either. So maybe you and I can get together and we can tweak it a little bit and see, because now if we look at it, remember we looked at it, just kind of shows up there. So I just want to make sure the flow on that's right, if I set it up correctly, and I'm not sure that I did. So
Okay.
We can talk
Yes.
about that. But
Good. Yeah. Yeah. And with the expo and spearheading it, so what I'd recommend is tighten up your presentation at this point. The center will be replacing me, and my replacement will be able to spearhead this and take this on. And if I will leave it to my leadership to reach out to you to tell you what the next steps are. I truly can't answer that question as thoroughly as I know you want me to, and I apologize for that.
yeah, and that's okay. But then where does this project go from here? I know there's some questions yesterday in the email. I mean, we're gonna have a lapse in leadership here between now and, I mean, who knows how long? I don't know how long it's gonna take to have to have you replaced.
Right.
Or if they can at this point, because I mean, we're so far along in the project, to bring somebody up to speed to where you're at currently is gonna be
Yeah, I
near
hear you.
impossible.
I hear
So,
you. Yeah, and
where's that
oh,
gonna leave us to finish this? From this point forward, I mean, you've got, money out there hanging out for the grant. You've got, us going to Expo, there was gonna be some financial reimbursement for several things.
mhm.
That type of stuff. Where's that, how do we, I'm not worried about that, but I'm just saying all of these things that were in the works, where does it go from here as far as, finding somebody that's gonna be able to replace you and move forward?
Well, I think the reality is I don't know that I would be replaceable at this point, right? I think that's the harsh reality. And since I'm not able to stay on, I will turn this over. I see John Barnes is on. John, do you want to answer that question?
I'll do the best that I can, Andrea. Good morning. This is
Morning.
John Barnes. I am the Executive Director of the Michigan Center for Health. And clearly all your questions are good ones. And we will have a lapse in the leadership of this project and some other project that Andrea has been managing. The job will be posted tomorrow. Clearly, we will not have someone in place as quickly as we want. What I will be doing on Monday is sitting down with Andrea and Crystal and walking through this project and getting it down to the detail, and then reaching out to you about Expo and the continuation of the project. Now, let me just add, as a continuation of the project, we are writing to the new 5-year Medicare Rural Hospital Flexibility Program, and there will be money set aside to continue this project. So while this has been a 2-year project and you're 18 months in, we will continue it for another 5 years if you guys want to. So we got a couple things here, but my first job is to sit down with Andrea on Monday, get the details, and then reach out to you on a conference call to figure out how we're going to move into Expo and to continue the work you have for another 6 months.
Yeah, because I mean, we have the, excuse me, we have the conference coming up in August too, so that's kind of, you know, that's gonna put a big, as far as the organization between now and then, is it still something that's feasible to continue with, or should it just be?
Yes, Rick, I can tell you that for me, August is like, that's the easiest part of transitioning. That's 4 months out. I'm thinking of 4 and 8 weeks out right now. So the conference, the quality data summit, piece of cake. We'll make sure that happens. That's in place, contract signed, vendors, agenda. It's all good to go.
Thank you, John. So more to come there from John Bartis and Crystal Barter. So moving on to the August conference. So I know there's a lot of questions about that as well, and John has already answered some of those. So the August conference will be happening. And so that's why I say continue the course, continue your projects, and continue the work you're doing. When it comes to support and TA for the data questions, you can definitely reach out to Johnny. He will still be here. And much appreciated that Johnny is going to continue to offer that support. So, and meanwhile, you know, I'm not going anywhere in the fact that I'll be in the state. So a lot of you have close personal relationships with me. If you need to pick up the phone and call me for a question, I can maybe answer a question or two here and there. So, you know, I can open that up to you because I realize I've been on this journey with you for so long. So if it's a quick question or something you just want to touch base with, I'd be happy to do that, not on behalf of the center, because these projects have meaning and you guys have invested a lot of time, and I am just as invested as you are. So if you need something from me when we move on, you all know where to find me. So questions about August?
I don't have any question about August, but is there a way for Johnny to pick up, or somebody to pick up the Zoom meetings that we have monthly for just open office hours? Is there some way we can arrange that so that we can still have that time? Or I know the dates and the times are all set. Is it something that can continue that we can use?
So let me jump in here, Rick. I'm having a conversation with Emily about the open office hours, and we'll get back to you on that. It's an open question.
Okay.
To be continued. Other questions? Well, great. So I don't have anything else planned for today. This is going to be open time for you. So if you have a project question, a data question, or any other burning questions, now that John is on the call, you know, feel free to ask our executive director anything that you may be concerned or worried about, that we can kind of maybe calm some of those fears if you have any. Quietest meeting we've ever had.
So John, you'll be back with us within a week or so to be able to update us and see where we're going from here.
Yeah, give me after April 5th, that next week, we should have things in a spot where I feel comfortable sharing them with you. And we'll have some more answers. No, this is only 3 days old, so we're moving as quickly as we can.
Excellent. Well, I will hang out if you have additional questions. I'm going to unrecord because